In the previous video, I showed you an incident report, but how really it was validated for a threat, especially under the technical details on incident report. Sa video na ito ay aking ipapakita kung paano sinasagawa ang validation of threats that is SIEM alert undetected. Artifacts are items that get left behind based upon the activities of the end user or by a hacker on the device that were not erased. Artifacts can provide significant clues about any unauthorized access by unauthorized entities. They are tracks that get left behind, like a footprint or a breadcrumbs, that's something a point of investigation. However, end users are generally not aware that these artifacts exist. As a result, there is significantly more validity of proof by considering the artifact. The following artifacts, such as IP, domains, URL, website, encrypted text, file hashes, are most common piece of information that InfoSec may came across, and we call it artifacts, were a piece of data that may or may not be relevant to the investigations and response. Cybersecurity are collecting this piece of information through logs that parse and aggregated to SIEM, a centralized repository for system events and security incidents. Such artifacts extracted and analyzed by cybersecurity to discover and investigate any residue left by cyber thieves on every endpoint device on a network. Validations may not be possible without the availability of threat intelligence. Artifacts or data informations are validated through threat intelligence to confirm for badness, confidence, and severity of the informations. In the world of cybersecurity, the advanced persistence threats, the APT, and the defenders are constantly trying to outmaneuver each other. Data information on the threat actor next move is crucial to proactively tailoring the defenses and preempt future attacks. Organizations are increasingly recognizing the value of threat intelligence, such as integrating threats, data feeds with existing network, IPs, firewalls, and SIEM. So what threat intelligence is? Threat intelligence is the data that is collected, process, and analyze to understand a threat actor motives, target, and attack behavior. Threat intelligence enable us to make faster, more informed, data-backed security decisions and change their behavior from reactive to proactive in the fight against threat actors. And according to Gartner, threat intelligence is evidence-based knowledge, such as context, mechanism, indicators, implications, and action-oriented advice about existing or emerging menaces or hazards to assets. The traces left by cyber thieves or hacker or their artifacts can help identify more extensive data breach, but cyber criminals can also carry out cyber false flags, which is a severe issue. Cyber false flags are associated with any tactics used to misdirect attempt to determine the hacker identity, movement, location, and method. With misdirection comes misattribution. With artifacts, cybersecurity can dig little deeper to find the cybercriminal's intent, validating the threat. While not an easy task, it is crucial. As a result, it is critical to get attributions right, as a mistake can lead to consequence. Few of the online tools help cybersecurity to validate such threat based on the information left on artifacts. Virustotal, IPvoid, Anomali, Hybrid Analysis, SecurityTrails, SiteCheck or Sucuri Net, URLscan, Hunters.io, WhereGoes, Cyberchef, MX Toolbox, eChecker, Sandbox, Iniran, and Cuckoo, na kung saan naka-tables na para mas madali kong makita at makapili kung anong tools ang nararapat para sa validations na siyang gagawin, kung saan sa ating demonstrasyon ay aking ipapakita gamit ang SIEM attack logs extracted na naka-Excel na. Makikita natin na mayroong column ng time o oras kung kailan ang event ay nangyari, destination IP and port kung anong device sa environment, at port ang tinira, intrusion name, kung anong uri ng intrusion or attack, and source IP ay IP address ng attacker na siyang i-validate kung threat ba or false positive. Since madami yung IP, kukuha lang tayo ng sample para ipakita kung paano ang proseso ng validations gamit ang free online tools. Test IP address. Ito ay maaaring source or destination IP address na siyang na-detect ng network environment. Test domain, test short URL. Ito ay mga domains na siyang na-detect ng network at EDR. Encryptions, kung saan ang attacker ay maaaring gumagamit ng obfuscation para i-bypass ang antivirus sa target host machine na nasa environment. Maaaring commands, files, and URL na naka-encrypt. To hashes and event ID ay kalimitang ginagamit ng mga incident responder at threat hunters to validate. Virustotal used to validate IP reputations, domain, file hashes, and file malware analysis. IPvoid had a lot of tools selections. One of a few is IP blacklist check, domain check, URL tracer, decryptions, email verifications, and so others. Anomali is an IP, domain confidence and severity of the data, at meron siyang kasamang OSINT 3 kung saan additional informations for the subject of IP and domain. Hybrid analysis, similar with Virustotal, it can validate IP reputations, domain, file hashes for malware analysis, which represent the detailed informations of the subject, though not all are available, especially if the sample subject is new to a site. SecurityTrails, it give intel or informations of the subject domain, IP, or a hostname. Sucuri site check and URLscan are online tools for website malware check. Para sa inyong katanungan o may kailangang malaman patungkol sa cybersecurity and infosec, huwag mag-atubiling mag-iwan ng mensahe sa comment section or mag-email sa gsec.ph@gmail.com. Subukan kong masagot ang inyong mensahe as soon as possible. Hunters and e-checker. For email verifications, ito ay kalimitang ginagamit during phishing validation together with MX toolbox for MX and DNS record. WhereGoes is a URL shortener checker para makita ang redirections ng actual na site. Cyberchef is an encryption and compression site tools. Sandbox, Iniran, and Cuckoo are online tools used for malware analysis. So after the validation has made, countries like Russia, China, Macau that are known malicious upon validations as well non-business or not expected to be present on environment. So as well, few malicious IP from US and India that incident responder need to further investigate on target device or on this case, destination IP. Kung inyong nagustuhan ng video na to, paki-like and share sa inyong mga kakilala o kaibigan, lalo na sa mga IT, at ating palawakin ang community ng InfoSec. As always, maraming salamat, stay safe, stay secure. Kung nais mong mapanood ang naunang video, i-click lang ang nasa inyong screen o bisitahin ang JSEC PH channel na nasa YouTube para sa kabuuang videos.